Richard Petty makes bold new statement on the state of NASCAR racing. World reacts as one of the sport's biggest voices speaks out.
The way they got this thing fixed, if you win and you're in, that can't be right. From the standpoint that you got somebody, like say, that's 30th in the points that's going to make the playoffs. Hey man, what happened to the guy that's 15th or 16th or 18th? Been running good, finished good everywhere. You're making a championship situation by winning a road course, which is not really NASCAR to begin with. So from that standpoint, I think they're going to have to jockey around and change some of this kind of stuff.
Richard Petty has just unleashed the most devastating attack on modern NASCAR that has sent shockwaves through the entire motorsports world. The seven-time Cup Series champion and NASCAR legend has absolutely destroyed the sport's current direction with brutal criticism that exposes everything wrong with today's racing. The King didn't hold back when he delivered his explosive verdict on NASCAR's playoff system and road course obsession, proving that even NASCAR royalty is fed up with the sport's departure from its traditional roots. Petty's first bombshell came when he completely demolished NASCAR's win-and-you're-in playoff system after Shane Van Gisbergen secured a playoff spot despite sitting 30th in the championship standings. The 87-year-old Hall of Famer didn't mince words when a fan asked about drivers qualifying for the championship from terrible points positions. The way they got this thing fixed where, if you win, you're in. That can't be right, Petty declared in a video response that has NASCAR officials scrambling. You got somebody that's 30th in points that's going to make the playoffs. Hey man, what happened to the guy that 15th or 16th or 18th that's been running good and finished good everywhere? This statement is absolutely devastating because Petty is calling out the fundamental unfairness of NASCAR's current system. Drivers like Michael McDowell, 16th in points, and Ryan Preece, 14th in points, have consistently performed all season long but could miss the playoffs because they haven't won a single race. Petty's criticism cuts to the heart of what's wrong with modern NASCAR. The system rewards one lucky performance over season-long consistency and excellence. Van Gisbergen had only one top 10 finish, and his best oval finish was 14th place before his Mexico City victory. Yet he's guaranteed a championship opportunity while consistently strong performers face elimination. But Petty wasn't finished. He delivered his most controversial and shocking statement by attacking NASCAR's road course obsession. You're making a championship situation by winning a road course, which is not really NASCAR to begin with. This declaration has ignited a firestorm of debate because the King is essentially arguing that road course victories shouldn't count toward playoff qualification. Petty's road course criticism strikes at NASCAR's fundamental identity crisis. The sport has added 6 road courses among the last 10 new tracks to host Cup races, fundamentally changing the skill set required to compete for championships. Traditional NASCAR was built on oval racing, close competition, and driver skill in handling stock cars on high-speed ovals. From that standpoint, I think they're going to have to jockey around and change some of this kind of stuff, Petty concluded, making it clear that he believes NASCAR must abandon its current direction and return to its traditional roots. Petty's timing couldn't be more perfect. His criticism comes immediately after Van Gisbergen dominated the Mexico City race by over 16 seconds, the largest margin of victory in the next-gen car era. This massive winning margin proves Petty's point that road course specialists have unfair advantages over traditional NASCAR drivers who built their careers on oval racing. Van Gisbergen's victory was particularly problematic because he admitted to seeking advice from Formula One champion Max Verstappen rather than relying on traditional NASCAR knowledge. I just look for every advantage I can. I know he's raced here in the rain and he's a friend of mine, Van Gisbergen revealed, proving that road course success requires different skills than traditional NASCAR racing. The fact that Van Gisbergen needed Formula One expertise to dominate a NASCAR race validates Petty's argument that road courses aren't really NASCAR. Traditional NASCAR drivers shouldn't need outside help from different racing series to compete effectively in their own sport. Petty's criticism represents the voice of traditional NASCAR fans who have watched their sport transform into something unrecognizable. The original NASCAR was about stock car racing on oval tracks, close competition, and season-long consistency. Modern NASCAR has become a gimmick-filled entertainment product that prioritizes dramatic moments over pure racing. The playoff system that Petty attacks was introduced in 2004 as the chase for the championship and has continuously evolved into increasingly complex elimination formats. Each change has moved NASCAR further away from traditional points racing where consistency and excellence throughout the entire season determined champions. Petty's 7 championships were earned through season-long dominance and consistency, not through single-race elimination tournaments. His 200 Cup Series victories represent sustained excellence over decades, not lucky moments that guarantee championship opportunities. NASCAR officials are reportedly working on playoff format changes that could be announced by summer's end, but Petty's criticism suggests that minor adjustments won't be enough. He's calling for fundamental changes that restore NASCAR's traditional identity and reward season-long performance over random victories. The King's attack on road courses is particularly significant because NASCAR has invested heavily in international expansion and diverse track types. 6 of the last 10 new venues have been road courses, representing a major shift in NASCAR's strategic direction. Petty's criticism questions whether this direction serves NASCAR's core identity and traditional fan base. Petty's statement that NASCAR needs to jockey around and change some of this kind of stuff represents a direct challenge to current leadership and their vision for the sport's future. Coming from a 7-time champion and NASCAR's most iconic figure, these words carry tremendous weight and influence. The timing of Petty's criticism is particularly damaging because it comes after NASCAR's heavily promoted Mexico City event. Officials spent millions marketing the international race as a historic achievement, but Petty's comments suggest that road course victories shouldn't count toward playoff qualification. Petty's brutal honesty exposes the fundamental tension between NASCAR's traditional identity and its modern direction. Longtime fans share Petty's frustration with gimmicky playoff formats and road course proliferation, while NASCAR officials believe these changes attract new audiences and create excitement. Richard Petty's devastating attack on modern NASCAR represents more than criticism. It's a call to return to the sport's traditional roots and abandon the gimmicks that have corrupted pure racing. His brutal assessment of the playoff system and road course obsession exposes everything wrong with NASCAR's current direction. Will NASCAR listen to the King's wisdom and restore traditional racing values, or will they continue down the path of gimmicks and entertainment over pure competition? Petty's words carry the weight of 7 championships and 200 victories. NASCAR ignores him at their own peril. What do you think about Petty's brutal criticism? Is he right that NASCAR needs to return to its roots? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you support the King's message, and subscribe for more NASCAR truth and traditional racing values.